And Beijing needs to get its priorities straight. We've been saying this forever now. It is fighting territorial battles at a time when Chinese companies are getting dumped. PUBG wants to return to the Indian market. And for this, it is breaking up with its Chinese partners. After Huawei, Tencent is the next big tech company that is suffering losses, and they only have the Communist Party of China to blame for this state of affairs. Tencent was the publisher of PUBG in India. Now it has been forced to surrender the rights to this game for the Indian market, which means the original makers of the game will take over the business in India. I'll explain this. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, or PUBG, is actually a South Korean creation. The game was built by a Seoul-based company called PUBG Corporation, earlier known as Geno Games. This company, PUBG Corp, is a subsidiary of video game company Blue Hole. Tencent is a Chinese tech giant. It is the second largest shareholder of Blue Hole, the parent company of PUBG. That's how a Chinese tech giant got the rights to PUBG, by investing in its South Korean parent. Tencent had launched the game in India, but with Chinese tech companies now getting banned left, right and center, it can no longer be business as usual. So PUBG Corp will now take over from Tencent. It is perhaps the only way the company can bring back the game to India, which is very important for them. And this is a big blow to Tencent. Two of its major offerings have been banned in India. Now, first, India banned WeChat, the Chinese messaging app, and now it is being kicked out of the PUBG business in India. PUBG was the top mobile phone game in India. It had the highest number of monthly active users. In the first half of this year alone, the game was downloaded more than 54 million times. 54 million. Reports say it generated $2.2 million as revenue only last month. The game was launched in 2017, and that was just 3 years ago. PUBG has already earned $3 billion overall. That's well over 22,000 crore rupees. India represented 24% of PUBG's lifetime downloads. While the specifics are not known, it won't be wrong to say that a large slice of PUBG's earnings came from India, so Tencent will no longer be able to operate PUBG, the game, in India, which means the game can technically make a comeback. But is it making a comeback? Will India lift the ban on PUBG? It may have dumped Tencent, but Delhi has not lifted the ban yet. The decision to de-link Tencent from PUBG is a way for its owners to get around the ban in India. But the de-linking is limited to India. Tencent is not completely out of the company. It still owns a stake in the parent company of PUBG, which means it can still be entitled to a share of the profits from India. Perhaps even dictate the terms of how PUBG operates in India. These are the questions that New Delhi would need answers to before it lifts the ban on PUBG, if it lifts the ban. So if you're a fan of this game, I guess you'll have to wait a little longer. India is yet to decide on the future of PUBG. But what has happened with PUBG is a clear message for all Chinese tech companies. Their future looks bleak in India.